offer bread and such. You can help yourself, but don't take too much. No, Papa may have, and Mama may have, but God bless the child that's got his own, that's got his own. Money, you got lots of friends hanging round your door. But oh baby, when that money comes to an end, then they won't be around no more. I spent last weekend with my grandmother and my mother at a table with coffee early in the morning before everyone rose, and we talked the deep philosophy of life. And I asked them, Grandma, Mama, tell me the secrets that you've learned in your 50 and 77 years of living that I need to know as I turn 30 in a year, and I have to choose a career, and I have to be intentional about the everything of everything, and life insurance and savings, and I have to buy a house and get a car and invest. And I just needed some peace. And so they shared with me in that moment to realize and enjoy life for the everything that it offers, but know that it too shall fade. So when Priestess Weaver sent me the ministry, the message from Timothy, I thought about that. I thought about how we can accumulate all of these things and go to school and be real deep and learn our knowledge, but then know that it will pass away with us. So then what is this life for? Why are we here? If in one moment we are here to accumulate and experience the great wonders that God has set before us, in the very next moment we are to be reminded that it is dust and it too shall fade. So it's a very complex, sort of beautiful complexity. And so I was sitting with my grandmother, and she's from a small town outside of Houston, Texas, Crockett. And she used to listen to the blues musicians play jazz and moan about the worries of the world on Saturday nights. And she cracked the window and listened with her ear so that her mother would know that she listened to the devil's music. And it's funny because I asked my grandmother at that table in the morning, if you could have been anyone else in this lifetime, who would you have chosen? And at first she was very coy and she was very stoic, and she said she did everything right and she is who she's supposed to be. But then after a few more sips of coffee and looking out of that window, she realized that she really wanted to be a blues musician. She can't sing worth a leg, but she wanted to stand in front of audiences and smoky nightclubs and just share the ministry of life to them. The roles, the beautiful complexity of living. So I think about Billie Holiday's God Bless the Child Has Got Their Own. And I think about this beautiful tension between living life and experiencing and accumulating, and also at the same time realizing that when we pass, when we fade away, none of it will go with us. So, God bless the child and the people who come to realize that this life experience is about the moment. That is all we have. And sure enough, we can run off and accumulate and do and be. The God that we serve is omnipresent and omnipotent. So everything and anything you can imagine can happen. So go for it. But realize that if this tabernacle and its gold shimmering everything were to fade, God will still be in your heart and in your life. So it's a beautiful conundrum. And God